don't feel bad. Women like Miss Sydney make me disgusted with the whole female sex. Last year, she and some of the other teachers made such a fuss about a statue in the library. It was Gladiator, and all he had on was a shield on his arm. But those teachers kept hollering about that statue. They said it was an insult to them every time they walked into the library. Finally, we had the principal. I don't know how to say it, but one of the janitors got busy with a chisel. They weren't insulted anymore. The next day, there was a sign on the statue, Miss Sydney was here. I know you're not in the mood for funny stories. You just have to laugh at Miss Sydney.
What's the use, baby? I mean, she saw right through me like an X-ray machine. I'm a bum, all right? There is no place in this world for a guy like me.
I know how you feel. Billy's so smart and talented. I get to feeling so pathetic and worthless when I try to be like her. I tell myself that I'm not me. I'm me. I feel lots better.
Yeah, but I'm me.
Sure.
Yeah, and what is that?
Very entertaining. I mean, I think you say all sorts of witty things. And you're a wonderful dancer.
Yeah, and what good is dancing?
I can tell a lot about a boy by dancing with him.
You can?
Some boys, even though they're very smart, when they take a girl in their arms to dance, it's kind of awkward and she sort of feels uncomfortable.
You do?
When you took me in your arms to dance, I had the most wonderful feeling. You knew exactly where you were going and I could follow you every step of the way. So you're not so bad. I hear what you say.
Look, kid, I'm gonna level with you.
Whenever I hear that train coming into town, I always get a feeling of excitement in here. Whenever I hear it, I think one day I'm gonna get on that train. I'm gonna go to New York.
That train only goes to Tulsa.
Well, in Tulsa, I could catch another train. I always wonder, maybe some wonderful person is getting off here just by accident. He will come into the dime store for something, and will see me behind the counter, and will study me very strangely. And then he'll decide I'm just the person they're looking for in Washington to carry on an important job in the espionage department. Or maybe he wants me for some great medical experiment.
Things like that don't happen in dime stores. Yeah. Billy, here. Poor Millie.
That's all I ever hear is poor Millie. And poor Millie won herself a scholarship to 4 whole years of college.
A girl like Millie needs confidence in other things.
Mom,
Yes.
do you love Millie more than me?
Of course not.
Why do you act as if you did?
Madge. Madge, listen to me. You were the firstborn. Your father thought the sun rose and set in you. He used to put you on his shoulders for all the neighborhood to see. But when Millie was born, things were different.
How?
They were just different. Your father wasn't home as much anymore. He had found other things. When Millie was born, he was with a bunch of his wild friends at the roadhouse.
Was he sorry?
Yes. He was always sorry. And I always forgave him. Our life consisted of fights and endurance.
Anyway, you loved him.
So what if I did it? You know, it takes a lot more than love to keep people happy.
Mom,
Yes.
what good is it to be pretty?
Well, pretty things are rare in this life.
But what good are they?
Well, pretty things like sunsets and flowers and rubies and pretty girls. They're like a billboard telling us that life is good.
But where do I come in?
What do you mean?
Maybe I get tired being looked at.
Don't talk so selfish, Madge.
I don't care if I am selfish. It's no good to just be pretty. It's no good.
Madge, for crying out loud.
Man, do you mind if I start a fire? Goodbye.
Mom.
God, why did this have to happen to you?
I do love him. I do.
God, it please.
Why didn't I know before? Why didn't someone tell me? He got on the train. Oh, no, I'll never see him again.
Madge, believe me, it was for the best.
No, Mom, no.
At least you didn't marry him.
I would have him. I would have. Oh, Mom, what can you do with the love you feel? Where is there you can pick it?
I never found out.
He says he used to be a deep-sea diver off Catalina Island. Honest? And he was bragging all afternoon about how he used to do parachute jumps out of a balloon. Can you believe it? Well, I don't see why not. You never hear Alan bragging that way. Alan never jumped out of a balloon. Madge, I think he's a girl crazy too. You think every boy you see is something horrible. Alan's has a time.
Madge,
My bus leaves in a few minutes, Mother.
Madge, I know you think you love him now. But believe me, in a few years you will hate the day he stepped foot on your porch.
He needs me, Mom.
He needs you because he's no good. He will never be able to support you. If he ever does find a job, he will spend all his money on drink. I know. After a while, there'll be other women.
Guess you don't love somebody because he's perfect.
Madge, even if you do love him, just try to forget, just try.
It's no use, Mom.
Oh God.
Just me. There you have it. So why don't you just go on upstairs and lock the door and make yourself sick rivers you want to, because I don't care to. Sneak it. No, you came out here dressed up like a little doll. You're a real woman, ain't you?
What to be?
You are.
Am I? You gotta go to the picnic.
Do we? I mean, there's a lot of other places we can go. Not so many people.
Thomas, care Mom for me, please. All right, Mom. Mom, don't worry. Well, I have some money I've been saving, and there's lots of jobs in Tulsa I can always work. Mother, please tell Millie I never meant it all those times I said I hated her. Tell her I've been so proud to have such a smart, talented